Today I'm going to talk about the 5 things that I love about my Mazda 6. Starting off with number 1, affordable. Back in 2018, I bought this car used from CarMax with 65,000 miles on it. I think I paid right around $13,000 for it. Now the car has 137,000 miles on it, and one of the reasons that I was drawn to the car was, one, because it wasn't very expensive at all. The second thing, which is on my list, are the looks. This car looks really good. It's the sad part about it is it gets compared to the Infiniti Q50 sometimes. Some people get that confused, but it's a good looking car. The next thing on my list is the fuel efficiency. It's a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. I believe it's got 185 horsepower or something like that, 180 something foot-pounds of torque. It's not a very fast car, but I didn't buy it for speed. I bought it for really as a daily driver, getting around town. If I need to put it on the road to go down to Florida, which is where I'm from originally, I want to be able to do that with, no issues and without having to stop every, 300 miles to put gas in it, which leads me into the fuel efficiency. I daily this car every day, and my city driving, I get 28 miles to the gallon in the city. Out on the highway, recently took a trip down to Georgia with, some fellow Mazda6 enthusiasts, and I averaged 37, almost 38 miles to the gallon. So this car is really fuel efficient, and with gas prices being $4 a gallon now, it's a bit ridiculous. I can put 87 in here and still get 450, almost 500 miles to a tank of gas, depending on how I drive. And that and now going into the next thing that I like about this car, it's been reliable. I have not had any major issues with this car at all. I really don't have any complaints. Now, once you get into quote unquote modifying it, there are some things that can arise when you decide to, lower it or anything like that. And I'll kind of address that in a different video, more so on the things that I don't like about the car, but that'll be in the future. Which leads me to my last thing on the list: uniqueness when modified. There's not a lot of modified Mazda 6s out there. Like when we went to this trip, went to Georgia, we went to Southern Fresh 9, and I think it was 7 of us, 7 Mazda 6s, and that was it. It was nice to be with other Mazda 6s and whatnot. And even with, because this car is kind of unique, there's not a lot of aftermarket support for it. That's one of the negatives I'll get into on the next video. But just talking about being unique, when people see them modified, they're breaking necks. Like, what is that? And it's being quite honest, it's pretty cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and end this now. It's not very long, but going back over the list, this car is affordable. It looks good. It's fuel efficient. Most importantly, it's reliable. And if you are into modifying your cars, this is a good platform as far as if you want something kind of unique. Again, there's not a whole lot of aftermarket support, but there are some things that you can do that you can kind of stand out on your own, So I'd like to thank y'all for your time. Hope you enjoyed the 5 things I had to say that I love about my Mazda 6, and I'll catch you guys later.